Solar lights for hinterland airstrips and indigenous leaders get electronic tablets as 13th NTC meeting wraps up. Welcome to InfoHub. It's Friday, October 11. We have lots to tell you. $35 million has been invested by the Ministry of Public Infrastructure to install solar lights for selected hinterland airstrips. Minister of Public Infrastructure, the Honorable David Patterson, made this announcement during Day 4 of the National Tushao Council's conference.
These solar lights will be placed along the airstrips at night, and then the Tushao and the Village Council will keep it in their possession. So
Indigenous leaders within the conference room commended the new initiative.
If we have some permanent light in place, it will certainly serve a very good purpose, because we do have cases of emergencies and in the village, and not only in the village, but let us say on the Essequibo coast. And if aircraft or helicopter is needed to come in and we have lights, it will be no problem. So I really feel excited about that news, and I look forward to the implementation.
Representing the Anai district, Tushao Zacharias Norman wasted no time in stating his unreserved approval of the ministry's move.
Yeah, first of all, I must thank the government to upgrade the airstrip. It is in good condition right now, and now putting the system into place will be a great improvement to the airstrip as well, because Anai is a district which is North Rupununi sub-district, right? Which population of about 8,000 people in the sub-district. So it will be a big improvement for the people of the North Rupununi.
Minister Patterson also noted plans to upgrade airstrips in several hinterland communities come 2020. These will be conducted to the tune of $690 million and includes airstrips in Kurukubaru, Oranduke, Kaichor, Fairview, Carisparu, Paruma, and Achiweb. The Ministry of Indigenous Peoples Affairs has invested millions of dollars in several hinterland communities to improve the lives of the residents.
The agriculture drive in the community of Luluni along the Soesdijk-Linden Highway received a boost following the handing over of a tractor, which was requested by its leaders. Community Development Council Chairman Aaron De Freitas was elated to receive the tractor and noted that the request was necessary since farming is the main economic earner in the community.
For a number of years, I think decades, the community has been in great need of a tractor. And I want to say thanks to the Minister of Indigenous Peoples Affairs and the extended government for granting us our wish and request, because this is something that is long for a long time and has been deprived from our community.
Additionally, 8 hinterland communities within Regions 1 and 8 will now have improved accessibility as they have benefited from the acquisition of outboard engines. The engines, which cost approximately $6 million, will assist in various areas for residents of the villages, especially for emergencies, taking into consideration the terrain of these communities. Tushao of Sibai Raymond James thanked the ministry for the gesture.
I want to say, first of all, thanks this government for this transportation, because it's very important for my community. And I would want to say, with my congratulations, this is the only means for having this transportation. And I think I thankful, and also the community will be all thankful for this approach. I feel proud again for know that the government really give me back on the next one, and I will try my best to give credit with all my cooperation with the people.
The investment by the government is one of many made to improve the lives of Guyana's First Peoples. For InfoHub, Delicia Haynes.
As the government works to ensure the hinterland region is not left behind in this growing technological age, the administration went a step further and provided the indigenous community leaders with much-needed devices.
These devices were approximately 200 Huawei tablets, fast-speed industrial design touch iPads.
There's a brochure in that bag you're going to receive, all the Tushaos. and it lists the 72 communities we have now connected with free internet. Communities that had internet had to buy it off a private person, a private company. And you had the headache of finding every month either $15,000, I heard at times when it cost as much as $50,000 to bring internet to a community, right? Isn't that true? You tell me when I come and visit you all. So I am glad and proud that through the vision of President David Granger, you are getting internet free.
In 2017, the Ministry of Telecommunications signed onto the 5-year e-access and ICT services for hinterland, poor and remote communities project. The implementation for the project began in January of this year. To date, approximately 170 ICT hubs have been established across Guyana. Felicia Valenzuela, InfoHub.
The administration is well on its way to bridging the divide between the coastland and the hinterland in the area of education. In keeping with its quest to ensure every child across Guyana is afforded the same educational opportunity, the Ministry of Education has recommitted this plan to the hinterland.
As Minister of Education, the Honourable Nicolette Henry made her presentation before the National Tushao Council conference. She made it clear that every step of the way government will provide support to communities across the country.
With teachers training, teachers preparation and teachers support. That is a very important part of what we do in the Ministry of Education.
However, support will not only come in the form of training, materials, technological advancement and infrastructure development, as the Minister disclosed.
As you're aware, we have a lot of social issues in many of the communities. This picture here on this slide depicts what we refer to as a mobile psychosocial unit. This is used by officers from the welfare department with other stakeholders to go around this country to address welfare issues and social issues.
The Ministry of Education launched its Education School Welfare Unit back in 2018. Other plans by the Education Ministry include creation of practical institution centres in communities and resuscitation of government's early childhood and primary programme. Felicia Valenzuela, InfoHub.
Still to come, GRDB's Open Day focuses on local rice production and MNCC restores South Road bridges. Details after the break.
Are you ready to embark on a truly epic adventure to an undiscovered corner of South America, where some of the most spectacular natural attractions are unveiled within a beautifully diverse landscape? From the wetlands and savannas to the ancient mountains, magnificent waterways and lush enriching rainforest would provide a vast playground for some of the most exotic and breathtaking creatures on the planet, including many of the world's giant species. This untouched land of mystery and wonder serves up an exclusive experience for travelers. So are you ready for a new, awe-inspiring adventure? Welcome back to nature. Welcome to Guyana.
Thanks for staying with us. Rice is a staple food for more than half of the world's population. It contributes to food security and the health of our nation, and scores rely on rice production for their income. The Guyana Rice Development Board recently hosted an open day at the Rice Research Station in Maikoni, Berbice.
Minister of Agriculture, the Honorable Noel Holder, in his remarks, highlighted that the average rice yields have constantly been growing in Guyana. He noted that this achievement demonstrates the government's dedication.
It is due to government's commitment to the overall expansion of the industry, and specifically to our investments in research and development. The improved agronomic practices for rice cultivation being transferred to farmers by the extension program that works closely with researchers are also contributing factors.
According to the Agri-Minister, $372 million is expended annually by the GRDB to execute initiatives at the Rice Research Station. General Manager of GRDB, Nizam Hassan, while addressing the gathering, said all the services provided by GRDB are aimed towards further developing the rice industry.
I wanted to tell you that among the work that we will be involved in the very near future there's a particular project that is about to be started that is titled Strengthening Rice Production Monitoring System in Guyana and Investigating the Value Chain Opportunities. This is an FAO, Government of Guyana FAO project. Is going to be running for 2 years. And there are two main pillars or objectives of this program.
Before the formal ceremony, the Minister of Agriculture, dignitaries from government agencies and the private sector, along with students, toured some of the testing fields at the station to see the works being done by the researchers. The event also saw booths displaying several research projects undertaken by the center. Kellen Rover for InfoHub.
As the mayor and city council continues to improve accessibility, several bridges under rehabilitation along South Road, Georgetown, near completion.
The works are being carried out by the Georgetown Mayor and City Council in collaboration with the Ministry of Communities in an effort to restore the city back to its former glory. City Councillor responsible for the area, Ivelaw Henry, said the bridges cost more than $1 million and are about 80% finished.
As you know, this bridge that we are standing in front give access to most of the persons coming from southern Georgetown. And it's very important. It was, as I said earlier, in bad shape. So we felt that this is an important project for the constituency.
He added that the project also focuses on drainage and highlighted that the clearing of 15 drains around the city is currently being carried out. So far, 12 have been cleaned.
The work was done from a few youngsters from Jomo Odge and his colleagues. They are from the Victoria areas. The guys were unemployed, and so I felt that it was a good initiative to bring them and get them occupied to do the drains. They would have done drains on the northern side of border, that is between North Road and Regent Street. They would have done 8 bridges over there, and they will come over this side and they will do 7 other bridges on the southern end of Border Street.
The entire project is expected to be wrapped up by next week. Councillor Henry urged the members of the public to dispose of the garbage in a responsible manner. Letitia Isaacs for InfoHub.
For all you cricket fans, here's a reminder to come out on Saturday, October 12th at the Durban Park for the CPL watch party and cheer on our Amazon Warriors to victory. The event starts at 5 p.m., so come out and be part of the excitement and fun. Admission is free and all are invited. Go Warriors! Before we close, here's a reminder. GCOM's Claims and Objections exercise begins on October 1 and ends November 18, 2019. During this period, persons who are 18 years or older or will become 18 by December 31, 2019, and persons whose names appear on the preliminary list of electors PLE are to visit the registration office in their respective district to verify their registration records for inclusion on the official list of electors OLE. Also, persons whose names appear on the central registrar can make changes or corrections to their particulars of transfers. The countrywide exercise is being conducted at all GCOM offices. That's all for today. Connect with us on WhatsApp, Facebook, and YouTube. Much more news is on our website, dpi.gov.gy. And pop over to Instagram for the latest photo updates at DPI Guyana. Your bridge and weather reports are up next. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend.